Hi everyone, I am Miss Alicia and this is Optical Illusion Art Squares and Triangles. In this class you are going to use black and white and squares and triangles to create 4 different optical illusions. Before we get started, let's talk a little bit about what optical illusions are. So first let's break down the word optical illusion. Optical refers to your eyesight and your vision. And illusion is a thing that is likely to be wrongly perceived by one of your senses. So if you put optical and illusion together, then you have something that is wrongly perceived by your eyes and your brain. So when you look at something, an optical illusion, what your eyes are seeing and what your brain is interpreting are mixed up. They're crossed. It doesn't make a clear connection because our brains like to see patterns and colors and shapes in a nice uniform way. Well, when we draw optical illusions, we kind of break that pattern a little bit, and our eyes and our brain are going, wait, hang on, what am I looking at? So that's basically what an optical illusion is. And when you break down optical illusion art, it seems actually like a pretty simple thing. You're just repeating a triangle or you're repeating a pattern, but the way you're repeating those triangles or those colors or that black and white pattern is what creates that cool illusion and makes it interesting and challenging. So let's talk about what each week will look like and what is expected of you each week. So every week I will post 2 to 3 videos. The first video will be like a little lesson and or a warm-up activity, and then the second and third video will be your activity. So in week 1 and week 2 you will have a little lesson video, and then you will have in week 1 just one video where we create the optical illusion, and then week 2, 3, and 4 each of the activities is divided into 2 different videos. Week 2 you'll have a lesson video on shading, and then week 3 and 4 there are videos, warm-up activity videos to get you in the mindset of optical illusion. So that's the video breakdown, and you will be expected to complete whatever activity goes along with that lesson or that warm-up, as well as finishing the optical illusion project by the start of the next week. So like Sunday night is when everything is completely due. You will also be expected to post like a progress picture, which could be your, once you finish that lesson activity or that warm-up activity, you can post a picture of that activity, and then your final project picture. Every week you will also be expected to comment on at least one fellow student's artwork. Please keep positive comments, okay? You don't have to, like, their work may not be the best because these can be challenging, but stay positive with your comments, okay? Encourage your fellow students. Then you will also have a discussion question every week. The discussion questions are purely for critical thinking. It's to challenge you, to get you to think more and more about the artwork that you're creating, why you're creating it, things like that. And there will also be a challenge project each week that goes along with what you've already created in your activities and your projects. The challenge project is optional. You do not have to do the challenge project, but in these you get to be a little bit more creative. You get to add some color, you get to rearrange things. So if you have the time and you want to try the challenge projects, I encourage you to. Some of the discussion questions go along with the challenge projects, So you might want to at least look at the challenge project, whether you complete it or not. Just look at it so you can think about your discussion question. And then every week I will also post at the beginning of the whole class a project self-evaluation sheet. It's going to be the same one for each project. So you'll just print or save the first file, and you can fill it out, each of those questions for each activity. And this evaluation is just to kind of help you understand what you did a little bit and help me see if you struggled in anywhere, if it was challenging enough, what you thought about the project. That's basically what that's about. Let's see what else. We talked about, I think we've talked about everything. Oh, the supplies. I will post a supply list at the beginning of each week for each lesson. There is a supply list with the class description, and that's the supplies that you'll need for the entire class, I think, for the final projects. But for the lessons and the warm-up activities, there's going to be a few more supplies that you need. Mostly it's paper and pencil and marker. And scissors for some of the challenge projects if you want to do them. So expect that, your supply list each week. So basically, as a review, each week you will do the lesson activity or warm-up, and then you will do the final project, which is divided into 2 different lessons. So the first video you'll watch and complete that part of the project, and then the second video you'll watch and finish the project. So that's how those videos work. Then you'll have, at least commenting on fellow students' artwork or their discussion questions. Then you'll have the project evaluation as well. So yeah, I think, oh, and then the discussion project challenge project if you want to do that. And I hope that you at least try. I look forward to seeing your artwork. I look forward to hearing your comments and your critical thinking answers to these discussion questions. And I hope that you enjoy this class. If at any point during the class you feel like you're struggling or you're not understanding something, please reach out to me. Please email me. I can make another video. I can try to simplify it in another video. Or if we need to set up a face-to-face video chat so I can walk you through it, I can do that. So please let me know if you're struggling at any point during this class, because these projects are a little challenging. I know that outside of the first one, actually I think I did that one several times. I've done each of these several times because I had to figure out how to teach it. I had to figure out exactly measurements and things like that. So they're challenging, and it was hard at times to make sure it all came together. So please, please, please reach out to me if you have any questions or comments or concerns. But for the most part, I think that you will enjoy this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So thank you for joining me in this class, and I look forward to seeing your work.